Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and NBs, and thank you for tuning back into St. Andrew TV, a cure for your Monday blues. I am your host, Andrew, and today we are going to be talking about fast draw. And we are also going to be talking about me learning how to fast draw, because believe it or not, I have never been in or even learned about the sport of fast draw, and I have never done it myself. It is an interesting topic. I see a lot of comments stating, hey, do you do cowboy action shooting? Or, hey, do you do fast draw? And I say, surprisingly enough, no. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go over the history, and we are going to learn some of the techniques that go into cowboy fast draw. So let's check it out. The origins of fast draw date back to the television era of the 1950s and how common westerns of the 20s, 30s, and 40s were. These drew a lot of inspiration from the actual gunfights that occurred in the American West, such as the Hickok and Tut duel and the gunfights at the OK Corral. Let's go back to the 1950s, as people were infatuated with the Wild West and being quick on the draw. Side note, quick on the draw does not mean that you can remove your gun from your holster and get on target quickly. It means that you were actually easily provoked and you went for your gun rather quickly. You were a hothead. You had a short fuse. This led for the need of Hollywood gun coaches to make sure that the actors were fully ingratiated with the 2.5-pound hunk of steel that they were wielding around. In 1954, a man by the name of D. Woolen actually invented the fast draw timer. Or I guess back in 1954 when he invented it, it was just called a timer. And he actually put together the first fast draw competition that we know of. It consisted of 12 competitors, and you were timed by placing your finger on a button, and it could be only 6 inches away from your pistol. And how it was timed, it went from first movement of your hand to the sound of the blank going off when the gun was fired. Thus, the sport of fast draw was born. Now, with today's fast draw or cowboy fast draw, that is not how it is done. You are placed and you see a light up at the end of the range that you're at on the target that you're shooting at. And I am a new shooter. Like I said in the intro, I am brand new to cowboy fast draw. It is actually something that I have never even tried. I am more of the trick shooter. But that's why I thought I'd make this video today. You are going to see all the new problems and obstacles that arise when you are new to this. So we're going to learn together. With that all being said, I am expecting to do some things incorrectly. And for those of you who are actually into cowboy fast draw, please let me know what I need to improve on down in the comments, or if I'm doing something completely wrong, please feel free to correct me. Like I said, I'm new to this. So from my understanding, you start in the lawman ready position, which is actually hand on the gun. And from what I can see from all the videos that I watched on cowboy action shooting, your finger is actually off the trigger, but you can have your thumb on the hammer and you can have your other fingers on the grip of the gun, getting ready to draw when you see the light go off. So I actually put together a makeshift timer, which my lovely assistant is going to flash a light at this backdrop, and the phone timer that we have is going to be hit as soon as the flash of the laser goes off, and it's going to be stopped when you hear the hammer snap back up. It's not perfect, but since I'm new to this, that's the best that we can do. So this is actually, from my understanding, called thumbing your revolver. So the action of Cowboy Fast Draw is as you're pulling the revolver from your holster, you're actually cocking the gun back as it's coming out of the holster, and you're shooting essentially right over top of your holster. But the action of you pulling that hammer out like that is called thumbing your revolver. So that's the practice that you do when you're doing fast draw, is thumbing. Also, never do fast draw with live ammunition. So you're going to see in the video that I'm about to show you, me starting like this and getting really bad times. And then I use the palm of my thumb and get a really odd grip of the gun. My hands are pretty decently sized for how tall I am. And there's a lot of hand going over not so much of a gun. So I found, actually later in the video you're about to see, that the palm of my thumb and my thumb in this position to cock the hammer as I'm drawing is actually quite a bit quicker, and I've actually gotten a lot more, I guess, better results by cocking it like that in terms of accuracy and speed. So I guess horizontal thumb position with the palm of my thumb. Okay, so I am about 4 feet away from that tiny target here, which is perfect because I know the distance in Cowboy Fast Draw is further on a bigger target, so I guess I'm makeshifting the I think it's 17-inch target that you shoot at from, what is it, 14 feet, I think it is. So this kind of replicates it in the best of, I guess, the room that I have to work with. So what I'm going to do is get started here. Put my thumb on the hammer here, and I'm going to have my finger on the outside of the holster here, like everything that I've seen. Please let me know if that is incorrect or if there's a faster way of doing it. I'm going straight up here. I've seen people cock the hammer like this with the palm of their thumb, but I'm using the end of my thumb. So what you're going to see, or hopefully the camera picks it up, you're going to see a little purple laser go off, and what that's going to do is tell me that the start time is going, and then I have also a timer on standby that's going to tell me how fast my draw was, and hopefully I can get it in the darker gray, not the 10. I'm not expecting to get a bunch of 10s, but you're going to see a purple laser. I'm going to draw, and we're going to hope that I can get a pretty good score, so to speak, and then we'll get the time here in a second.
Shooters ready?
Pretty accurate. What's Wyatt Earp's thing? Fast is fine, accuracy's final. All right, let's do it.
Shooters ready?
Maybe I'll try it like this. Maybe I'll put the palm of my thumb on it. So we'll try it. We'll try it like this. We'll do the palm of my thumb.
Shooters ready?
I don't know how accurate everything is, but I guess we'll get there.
Shooters ready? Let me get it. Shooters ready? Shooters ready? .60. Shooters ready? Shooters ready?
That was really accurate too, so that was just an overall good run. And there you have it. That was my first attempt at Cowboy Fast Draw. I am probably pretty sloppy in comparison to other people who've been doing it for a few years. I've been doing it for a few minutes. So I have a feeling that I can speed this process up, but I did need to start training for a video that is coming down the pipeline pretty soon, in relativity of course. I do need to start working on some fast draw, and I will leave it right there because I don't want to spoil anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed today and my introduction into Cowboy Fast Draw. Like I said, if you see anything that I'm doing wrong or any ways that I can improve my draw or the speed or I guess the efficiency of said draw, please feel free to let me know, as I am an apprentice to Cowboy Fast Draw, not nearly a master. Please leave a like if you've enjoyed today's video, or leave me a comment stating what you liked, or tell me how I can improve or what I should do next. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed as of late, but for those of you who have come across this channel or video or just happen to find me because of Cowboy Fast Draw, think about hitting subscribe, because you're a daisy if you do.